get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the Oakland Raiders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. So that one will be accepted.
Push him back. Push him back.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
A 6-yard pickup.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
18. Check 13. Hey, 25's the mic. We'll go 25's the mic.
On second down and 4, Trubisky being chased out left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to lock in.
They run with David Montgomery, the 3rd-round pick from Iowa State. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now it's Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Trey Burton, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. To throw, it's Carr. He's got this complete to Marcel Aitman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Drops this off to Richard. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a carry for Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Lights 59. Lights 59.
Carr. And he'll find Hall. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
I'm going back to you. Shit.
Now Trubisky on first down. Buying time to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Hey, check right, check right. Watching your guard.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
To throw again on second down. Trubisky. And the Raiders have got him. From his linebacker spot, Vontaze Burfict with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a third and long.
Hey. Go down. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Now Trubisky on third and long. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 58 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Switch gears.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Now the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Tighten up.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Excellent play there by P.J. Hall, creating a little bit of rubble and stuffing the run, but don't go to sleep on him in terms of being a pass rusher. Has excellent explosive tendencies to work inside. Blocked 14 kicks in his college career, so he knows how to get through the hole and get upfield.
On second down now, it's Cohen. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Check. Defense wins championships, baby.
Express.
Mike Part 9. Come on, D. Check. Fresh.
Who's right feet?
Fresh. 36. Switch.
Raider 1. Check.
Throwing now is Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things.
7:34. Hey, Raider 2.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, check.
OP. That's up.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He's going to air one out. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
55, come on, guys, 55. I got you, punk.
Here's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
He's coming.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
throw on 3rd and 1. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. On first down, it's Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check. Check. Check.
Shotgun now for Carr. It's complete to Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Running is Jacobs. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Check out.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And strong running there, gets this up over the 15-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's Trubisky to throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check, 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 check. Jump, jump, jump. Alert, 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 alert.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Hey, 25 to Mike.
On first down, Trubisky flushed out right. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Cleveland Farrell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Now it's Trubisky. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Clemson, Trayvon Mullen. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play. And
that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Carr now to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. Now a desperation throw deep. And got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Sponge, go.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Carr going to go on 4th down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Carr now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
59, hey, team 6, team 6.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. And the Cardinals continuing to surge. They've scored again. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Here's Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down the finish. I don't play it down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But it's, you know I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it blind in my dreadlock. In the